Jess Wright joins me now. Jessica's your Sunday name, isn't it? It's Jess,
Jess
really.
is fine.
Jess is fine. Jess is absolutely fine. So America.
America.
What's your plans? What's your plans there?
It's kind of got a bit out of proportion. I mean, I signed with the agent a year ago.
Right.
And it was in the press for some reason a few weeks ago. And, yeah, it's just, I have got an agent over there. I'm going over there in a few weeks.
Great.
Just to explore options and stuff. I don't know if... I've always kind of sung and danced and did this and that. So I kind of feel like in the entertainment world, that's what I love. And, you know, who knows?
Who knows? You're quite right. You don't want to be sitting to yourself and saying, you know what, I wish I'd grabbed that opportunity. You know, I mean, TOWIE's given you the opportunity to do these things. Why not?
Absolutely. TOWIE's opened up amazing doors for me and, you know, a lot of the other guys and girls.
Well, we saw Michelle there, and of course she's from Manchester, and of course she's worked in Coronation Street. And this hellish events yesterday have just affected everyone, haven't they? I
honestly just feel devastated. I mean, my love, I was going to say at the top of this, you know, I'm speaking about something positive today, but it feels so odd on the tone of the events at the minute. It's just devastating. And yes, Michelle is from Manchester, and I was actually there all weekend this weekend working. It's one of my favourite cities.
You know, it was targeted at little girls mainly.
I mean, it breaks my heart, this kind of thing all over the world every day, but the fact that it was aimed at a concert where you know it's going to be full of children and young girls, it's just inhumane, quite frankly.
What it has done is brought everyone together, in a sense, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is something that you can kind of hang on to, I guess.
Did you see all the crowds in Manchester?
Amazing.
It fills you with...
Amazing. And as you said, it's such a great city. It's such a great city.
It's amazing. I love it there.
I do.
It's fabulous.
I do.
One thing I'll say about Manchester in particular is everyone is so lovely and welcoming. Absolutely.
It reminds me a bit of Glasgow, that you could be standing at the bus stop or waiting for a train or something, and people chat away to you.
Yeah,
you know, they just
really.
Just blether.
London's very much more like you're on the tube and nobody even looks at each other.
I know, but it's good as that, and that's the way ahead. We just have to really get on with it, don't we? Just have to. That's all that you can do, and very much the way that you are, like we were saying. You know, America's a possibility, over here's a possibility. And you have, I mean, I think you did the right thing by, you worked on TOWIE, you did all of that, and then you said, right, OK, I've done that, and now I'll use it for something else. I mean, I would imagine that when you made the decision, it was the right decision to make. Things have panned out really well.
Yeah, when I left TOWIE, it was a huge decision, and I toyed back and forth for ages because it was such a big part of my life, and it's such a great show, and it always has been. But I think I was there for 5 years. The time just felt right. I was busy with other things. My fashion range is quite big. I was writing books, so it just felt like the right time to leave. Sure. But I do love it and still watch it.
And of course. And there's always a negative side, isn't there? There always is. And unfortunately, if you are in any way in the public eye, and especially in a show like TOWIE, it's almost like your public property, and people can say what they like.
I know.
Which is really hard. I mean, how do you deal with that?
Well, it's part and parcel of the industry, of course, and you know you sign up to that, as you know, when you get into it. But I think for me, the main thing was, for instance, why I'm here today. When I'd be laying around a pool, I'd be laying there with one eye open in case somebody was taking a picture on their phone, or there was a paparazzi taking a picture of me in a very unflattering angle. As a woman, you know, we have hormones, we have curves, we might have cellulite, and yes, no matter, in harsh sunlight, and it has happened to me.
That's horrible.
And it was really invasive. I felt awful when it happened, and I got pictured in a really private hotel and on holiday every day for 5 days. Didn't know they were taking pictures, and all these pictures came out, and I woke up and I was just in devastation, which sounds ridiculous. But at the time, you just feel invaded. You get over it, whatever. There's obviously, but yeah. So I decided to do a fitness project, which it's not a traditional fitness DVD. It's a very sustainable sort of program that you can follow for 7 weeks. You get equipment and the DVD in the box.
And so you just go for it?
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, because until I met my Maxine, I did not have a waist. And when I go to her classes twice a week...
You're looking...
I've got a waist now, you know?
You look incredible.
I've got a waist. And it's just going and doing something that... I mean, clearly you're having a good time doing that. You've got to find something you enjoy.
Absolutely.
I know I keep banging on about that, but if you get something like this, clearly works for you. If you get something that you enjoy, you look forward to it, you do it... I mean, I do it with a whole bunch of girls in a church hall, and we get hot and sweaty and laugh and jump around.
It's great for the mind too, though, isn't it?
Oh,
it's not only your physical health, but your mental health. I found that working out like 5 times a week just gives you that sort of boost, the energy, and ultimately I think it's about loving yourself and being the most confident you can be. And this programme is what I want women to know, that it's not really difficult, it's not awful, you don't lose loads of weight and then put it all back on again. Yeah. We've got nutrition advice, it's very sustainable, and you get the equipment with it. So
sounds great.
It's good.
Sounds really good, Jess. And you're talking my language. The whole thing is, yes, you feel great physically, of course you do. You got your waist back and all that, but mentally, it's such a stress buster. It's just great.
It really is.
It really is. It absolutely does. Well, tell you what, it's lovely to see you.
Oh,
good luck with
me.
everything that you do.